We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. We are starting a brand new stream campaign, so do get very excited. I'm very excited. Hopefully you all in chat are, and hopefully all of the players are. It is The Curse of Montgomery Flynt. It's a completely homebrewed campaign, so do get excited. This is the only place you'll ever get to see this. And I would ask politely that each of our homies, in order of like where you're positioned in the overlay here, so starting with Greenie, if you could all give yourselves a little bit of a personal shout out and spiel.
All right. So I'm playing Saxon Mossblade. I am a human fighter, and a bit of a klepto.
I love that. And Venus.
I am Victoria Venus, and I am playing our beautiful tiefling ranger monster hunter named Velian Prince, V for short, just to make it easy on everyone for names.
Numinex.
Hi, so I'm Numinex. I also get called Numi for short, and I'm playing a Nova who is a variant Asimar.
Very, very keen. Toby.
Tozy or Toby. I am Lord Roderick IV at your service. I am a kobold artificer. Make the booms.
Relinthia.
Hello, I'm Relinthia. I'm playing Pud, who is the $2 knockoff version of Puss in Boots. So I'm playing a Tabaxi Rogue swashbuckler. I'm going to have a bit of fun.
I love it. And Peach.
Hey, I'm playing a Cobalt Dragon. I'm a very short Cobalt. And I love making friends, I love adventuring, and I'm on the hunt for the ultimate One Peach treasure.
And I do recall you have recently found a book.
Yes, a darn book.
Oh, gosh. But yes, so we have a lovely command in chat right now, !D&D party. If you pop that out, you can check out all of the awesome streamers that are a part of this. I would appreciate if everyone would go check them out when you have time. That would be awesome. This is an awesome collaboration project that we have going on here. And I'm very excited to see how all of the players participate and play through this story. But without further ado, shall we start? I think we should. All right. So, our party find themselves traveling along with a renowned captain, Captain Trowbridge, in search of the great treasure of Captain Montgomery Flynt, a captain who once sailed the seas, notoriously unkillable, uncapturable, and yet he was felled by the Royal Navy. Some believe he was set up, others believe he let himself be captured. Upon his deathbed, just before his execution, he swore a curse on anyone who had wronged him and anyone who sought his treasure. He had hidden it away many, many years ago, for he knew something was afoot in his life. So he was prepared. Now Captain Trowbridge believes he has found where this treasure is, and the party set off with him one final time to complete this voyage. Will they find it? Maybe. We'll find out today. So, you all have set off not long ago, sailing across the open seas. You hear the seagulls cawing across the sky. The sun shines down upon you. The smell of fresh sea air fills your lungs. You all step out onto the deck, and you see Captain Trowbridge standing up the front, gazing out with a proud stance. He turns to you all. So are we ready to finally end this? We're going to find it. I assure you all today, we are going to find it. All of our work, all of our travel, all of our heartache will finally come to an end, and we'll have riches beyond anything you have ever dreamed. What say you all on this day? He holds his hands out in an opening gesture.
You still haven't told us but you still haven't told us the proof that you found that ensures that we will find this treasure. So, but with trepidation, respectfully.
I understand this. I can't give all of my information out. I'm sure you understand. Look. When we're a bit further away from the docks, we can have a meeting in private, all of you, and I will pass on the information, the new piece of information that I have. For now, I do fear there are prying ears on this ship. Not all of our crew are trusted like you. You have ventured with me for quite some time, haven't you, Nova? Whereas we have had to recently recruit some new company. For many people have lost faith in me, and to that, I don't blame them. I just wish they held out a little longer. And you can't always trust new faces, can you?
I mean, I think my faith is rather trustworthy, but I suppose that's personal bias, isn't it?
I don't know, your face is also rather gullible as well, so...
You can trust me.
It seems like you're all making good acquaintance. It's good to see. But for now, rest, have something to eat. We have a few hours of sail ahead of us. By the time we make it close to our goal, it'll be almost nightfall. Perhaps head to the gully, have some morning tea, some brunch. We have some fruits down there. You helped store the ship. If anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to approach, but I would recommend a full stomach, for we do not know what we will engage upon this island when we get there. And as he says that...
Pack the oranges.
Eh?
Did you pack the oranges?
Well, of course I did.
I'm not dealing with y'all getting scurvy again. Good, as long as we pack the oranges.
That should be in the third barrel on the left as you go downstairs.
Thank you. Sorry, carry on.
No, it's
So you notice that he has a sense of trepidation and a bit of fear, as well as the excitement. It's almost like a wave. It's pushing from side to side between the excited nature of I'm finally going to achieve my goal and the abject fear of what may happen when he reaches his goal. He turns away from you all and gazes out towards the front of the ship once more. A swabby makes their way upstairs from the lower deck. So, do any of you want some food? I heard old Cap'n he mentioned you want some food, perhaps. I've got some stuff cooking at the moment. We got some omelets. I've cut up some fruit. We got some ale. Probably not the best to have in the morning, especially after last night. I heard a bit about what happened in that tavern. But if you are after anything at all, just come on down. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh, look, the omelets I made them the other day, and they've just sort of been sitting there. But it's food nonetheless. I'm not a chef. I'm just here to help. We don't really have much of a chef anymore. So, yeah, come on down anyway.
If it's
Makes his
free,
way
I'll
back
eat it.
downstairs.
We met you before, Swabby. What's your name?
My name's Jax. You might have met a friend of mine. They work at the tavern. By friend, I mean brother. We don't really talk. We don't. See, he likes being on land. I like being on the boat. He's scared of water. I'm scared of land. It's a weird little relationship we got going on here, and I'm not really that scared of land. I'm just scared of what walks on the land. There's monsters. At least there's no monsters at sea, am I right? He continues downstairs.
Well, to be fair, you're onto something there.
All right. So what would you all like to do?
I'm gonna go get some omelets.
I'm gonna go check the stock because as a ship medic, I am ensuring that none of you get scurvy. That's just not gonna happen on my watch. So I'm gonna go do that.
I'm gonna follow Lord Roderick. I'm gonna eat an omelette too.
I don't care. They'll be sitting around for
vitamin C.
All right, so Saxon, you're going as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow around because as this is my first time on the ship, I have no idea where anything is.
So who are you following? Were you following with the majority?
Lord Roderick seems very competent. I'll follow him.
Yes. Competent.
And what were you up to?
Yeah, Pud, as soon as he heard omelets, was down the stairs and into the galley before anybody could really blink.
Understood. So as the five of you make your way down, you see as there's some food set up upon the table, just some bowls of apples and oranges, bananas, there's some cured meats, there's a stack of omelets that at a quick glance look like they could almost be used to build a house or used as a shield. That's how stale they are. There appears to be some green substance growing on them as well.
Nice.
As you make your way closer, you see the gentleman who offered you the food pick up one of the omelets. Yeah, look, it's not that bad. As he bends it, he's struggling to even just break it. It just folds. Look, just trust me, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Takes a bite.
I mean, it is very important to eat your greens, I guess.
Exactly. He's got greens. That clearly means it's safe to eat.
Few germs never hurt anyone.
Has anyone got the ability to do a medicine check to check if these are actually okay to eat?
It's just extra flavour, and I say he takes another bite, and as he does that, he just grimaces. Just
Perfect. I'm just gonna grab one and eat.
oh.
I'm gonna be on the safe side and reach for one of those oranges.
Yep, I'm going for the fruit.
Understood.
Just
Are you sure you don't want an omelette? Like, I'm kind of trying to get rid of them, and I don't really want to just throw them out. Like, I could eat them myself, but you know, like, if you want to eat it, your offer's there.
I got it. Don't.
All right. I appreciate you, Roderick. You're a good one. You're a good one. Look, as I said, there's fruit here. There's ale. There's water. We do have water. Feel free. It's not from the sea. It's proper good water. It's had the salt cooked out of it and all that. It's safe to drink. But yeah. If you need anything else, let me know. I'm not very good at this, but if you need anything, just reach out. That's all I'm gonna say. And he makes his way towards the kitchen part of the downstairs galley, goes in, shuts the door behind him.
Omelets.
Pud's just like at the table and threw a mouthful of omelet. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is delicious and I've had worse.
I'm gonna give my omelette to Lord Roderick. I think you enjoyed it more than I do. Here you go.
Is it great? I don't know what anyone else is complaining about.
I'm going to take one of those omelets and just stash it in my coat.
Making some bulletproof armor there.
I don't know, maybe we could use it as fish bait. Do a little bit of fishing off the side.
What are you all here for?
Right. After about half an hour of eating and taking your fill, Captain Trowbridge makes his way down. We're far enough from port now that we could have that discussion if you like. Would you make haste to the captain's quarters? He's fiddling with the rings on his hands. Let's talk in there. Now, he is acting very different to when you last spoke to him at the tavern the prior night. Going from a very confident and stoic captain, you're noticing he's very nervous. He is very much human. He's not this infallible captain who is incredibly brave. He also has his moments where he's unsure of himself. And he motions towards the stairs and he starts making his way up.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow him up.
Yep, follow him up the stairs. Let's go.
As he gets to the top, he opens the captain's quarters door and he makes his way inside. Sits down at his table. Waits for you all to enter. Who is the last one to enter?
I feel like that would be me following at the back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for finally joining us, V. Good to have you here. Anyway, so yes, you want information. First, I need to apologize for how long this voyage has taken. I expected it to be sooner, but at the same point, I was running blind, as I'm sure some of you are probably very aware of by now. I've been tracking this treasure for quite some time, for I feel there is a great connection to it. I feel a pull towards it, not just for wealth, not for glory. It's going to sound a captain saying something like this. When I was younger, I had a dream of an island which held great wealth, the wealth of Captain Montgomery Flynt, and yes, I have been chasing that this entire time. I have been running after misinformation, after story, after nothing. Until I met some people who pointed me in the right direction. We need not mention their name. But I believe that my mother was a part of Flynt's crew back in the day. And I believe she was closer to Flynt than just a crewmate. And that she knew more about this than what she was letting on. So I had some people track her. And look, sending people after your own mother probably doesn't look good. But it's not the worst I've done, as some of you may know. And they recovered a map. And the map pointed to a small island that was unmarked on any traditional map. Which doesn't make sense, for everything in these seas has been mapped, explored, found. How does an island remain hidden? Especially with all the kingdoms around here that fought over these seas for so long. Do any of you understand how that could happen? He motions to all of you.
Magic?
Well, could be magic. In my experience, people who find things first hold the power over it tend not to share if there's something valuable there. So
It
Aye,
also
that
could be
do
something
be
to do
true.
with gods as well.
I've got it. An interdimensional portal inside of a whale.
Roderick, have you been drinking?
Not yet.
Perhaps you should.
I mean, is it
Right.
possible that, going off the interdimensional portal idea here, is it possible that it's connected to the astral plane?
It could be. I don't know much about all of that. I am a very my kind of plane person. I don't look too much into the other planes. I have never really needed to. Do you know much about them?
Only a little bit. The Druid Circle I was part of, we very briefly did some research on interplanar species of plants, but that was about it. So not a whole lot.
Understood. I honestly put it down to being something much simpler than that. Perhaps just gold, trading hands, keeping secrets. The governments of our lands, as you know, are very pompous and like to keep their secrets. But perhaps there is something more mystical at work. But either way, when I sent the people after my mother, they found a map in her quarters, which marked this island. If she knew where Flint's treasure was, though, why did she not seek it? Why did she not go after it? I don't understand. But I feel like we're finally at the point where we will have answers, and we can finally achieve this. Not just me, but us as a crew. And I know some of the previous crew members thought that I would betray you all and take it for myself or something. But I assure you that won't happen. You have my word. The same promise that I gave to those who were with me from the beginning of us sharing this, I will do that.
And yet you still haven't told us where you got the information from. If we're to do this and we're to side with you, we need to have transparency of the information so that we can work together and help you. And we can't do that if you are still withholding information from us.
Look. I sent some of the people from the Shadows Guild after my mother to gather information. As I said, I believe she has a closer connection to Captain Flynt than just being a part of his crew. I believe that she was his daughter. And you may call me crazy for this, but they also retrieved old papers and wanted posters and the like, with her name being Meredith Flynt. And that means I'm a descendant of Captain Flynt, which could be why I've been having these visions, having these dreams. Perhaps his curse is real, and that's why I'm being drawn to it. Besides that, I have this map and nothing more. What more do you want in over?
Just ensuring that we're all on the same page with the information being shared. If we end up owing something to the Shadow Guild, if we end up having the Royal Navy come after us, because if, as you said, there's a possibility that gold is being traded hands to keep this secret, we all need to know what we're up against. just in case.
He nods his head. Let that all lay on my head. I am the captain of the ship. No one knows you're a part of my crew. Were there contracts signed by any of you?
No.
No. There is no paper trail leading to you. And that's for a good reason. If this goes south, I don't want you falling with me.
Look,
I'm sure you can respect that.
I'll go on this adventure if you help me get rid of this cursed book.
What book?
This cursed book.
Which we still haven't figured out if you can throw at people and it still comes back in your pocket. I still think that that is a valid throwing weapon, and if we were to, like, put a bullet onto it or something, you could seriously do some damage with that, just saying.
Do you want to test?
I think you should have the book.
To the side and, like, holds his hands up.
I think you want the book. You should have it.
I do not want the book, I just want to see what shenanigans you can do with the book.
I'm always down for shenanigans.
May I see the book?
Yeah, here you go.
So as you go to pass it to him, he takes hold of it, and as soon as it leaves your hand fully, it teleports back in your hand.
What the? Oh my.
Did you speak to the old man at the tavern last night?
He said I could have the book, but I didn't know it was cursed.
It's kind of his thing. Look.
Scams these days, they're getting really inventive.
Mm-hmm.
He is a bit of a trickster. He likes to cause chaos and trouble and experiment with curses and different things. Thankfully, though, his curses are quite easy to remove, but you won't be able to until you make your way to a cleric's house or somewhere of faith, a temple perhaps, and they can cleanse you of it. Until then, I guess you're stuck with this.
Alright, if I'm stuck with this, you're stuck with me.
Look, that works for me. I always need crew. And if that's all I have to do to keep you on board, then I am very happy.
Alright, I'll call you Captain then.
Feel actually.
Thanks, Captain.
You're most welcome. What was your name again?
Chippy.
Chippy. Understood. Well, it's an interesting book. To everyone else, for future reference, if you see that man, don't. Just don't.
Don't?
Just don't. Got it.
Yeah, good.
Don't take books from strange men. Or strange people in general. Don't take books from them.
I'm just not ocean smart.
Oh, is that the same thing as you shouldn't take candy from strange people?
Yeah.
Ah.
At this point, I think we're building a list of what you can and can't take from strange people, and I'm feeling like there's not much you can take from them.
Seems to be the way.
Much as I appreciate a good tension breaker, back to the point at hand, I think, considering we've debunked the book situation as much as we probably can. I think what you've told us today is that you're not just chasing treasure, you're essentially chasing your birthright. And I don't know you well, and you certainly do not know me well, but if I can help you reunite with your family in some small way, it would be my honor.
I truly appreciate this. More than you know. I'm not going to go deep into my family history and my life, but...
It's an ad break.
Wolf. That's just ended, I think. I'm not going to go deep into my life and family life, for no one needs to hear that. But I would like to know why my mother did these things, what happened, and if it's true about the betrayal of Captain Flynt. Was he set up? As many children from around here grew up listening to tales of the great Captain Flynt and his battles with the Royal Navy, his battles across the sea, fighting undead, fighting krakens, all of this. I want to know if it's true or not. And if I... Sorry?
Oh, excuse me, Captain. Now my heart goes out to you, but do you think it really that wise that we go looking for missing islands and chasing ghosts? We could end up in peril.
But isn't that the life of a seafaring adventurer, Saxon?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. But you know, are we taking on too high of a risk here?
When you joined this crew, you knew what we were searching for. And if now it is too much of a risk, by all means. You can step off the ship and return to shore. Mind you, don't know how long you can swim. Probably not back to shore, though.
No, I'm with you all the way, but I have concerns, that is all.
Your concerns are heard?
You've recently walked into a tavern where your wanted poster was on the wall, so I have faith that you can handle the risk.
Also,
Well, yes.
You said that you have a vague notion of where this island is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. How long will it take us to get there?
Not too long, actually.
And what do we expect to find when we get to said island? Because if this is some sort of magic island, or not magic island, but an island that has had money crossed paths to keep it secret, are we expecting it to be super well guarded? What do you know?
That is something I can't answer. There was no information gathered about that. I still don't know if I believe that it's cursed. I don't know if it's guarded. I don't know what to expect. I just know we are finally in our final steps of finding this. And
So
I believe
bringing
we
the
should.
omelets, then.
What?
If they make it there.
And if they don't kill us first. Quite frankly, that's the thing I'm most scared of on this journey thus far, to be fair.
Everyone who ate one, make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Alright then.
Roll up new characters.
With disadvantage 14.
You have a
But-
tiny tummy ache.
I have
I'm a
crit one.
kobold. I have an iron stomach. What are you on about?
Regarding your first question there, though, we'll make it there just before nightfall. So we will be moving under the cover of dark, and we should be okay to slip past any prying ships. We just keep it quiet as always when we slip past the Royal Navy. You know, we've done it before. This isn't anything new. We just turn the lights out and we shut our mouths. It's simple. At the same point, if there is, say, a fleet there waiting, at that point, I don't know what to say besides it was an honor sailing with you all. For, as you know, we have cannons, but nothing to take on that of a man of war. We would sorely be outgunned by that.
Oh,
But
I
I-
still look forward to the challenge.
I'm sure you do, Roderick. I'm sure you do.
We trust you to make the right calls. So far, we haven't died yet, and that's a very good sign.
Look, at least you can trust that I won't get you killed yet. It's something. Look, just don't tell the rest of the crew that I spoke to you like this. Just keep this between us.
Oh no, you're
I
super
won't tell them
scary to us.
yet.
You're super scary.
Good. I appreciate that. And Saxon, please. you don't end up with a feared name like mine without having a fake false bravado and attitude. I don't like scaring people. I just want to find treasure.
Oh, so do I, of course, but there's obviously more risks than worth the reward.
Saxon,
You coming
you...
with us or not?
Thank you, Anova.
I just pull the wanted poster out of my back pocket and just dangle it around just to add a little bit of convincing.
Oh, thank you for that.
You can have it as a colouring in sheet later.
Oh, I was planning to use it for that.
Look, I'm sure you can all share it as colouring in sheets. There's plenty more on the mainlands of every single country, isn't there, Saxon?
You need some pencils?
No, but I've
I
got some
prefer the
crayons.
coloured waxes.
Relinthia, did you pack the crayons?
The blue ones taste the best.
They
You haven't
do.
fucking told me about crayons.
It's fine. We've got some candles. I'll make some.
Oranges.
Some days I wonder why I brought you on this ship.
Well, I've got good
some
eyes.
very
Look,
good
enough. Smacks his hands down on the table, stands up, pushing his chair back. You see, he just rolls his shoulders back, preparing himself to get back into character.
Sorry, Frax. Not sorry.
No. All right, look, all of you, I need you out there doing your damn jobs now. Out, all of you.
Ah, Captain.
Pud is
Yes,
gone.
We're just no. All right.
It's like, imagine, the cat running around the corner and it's like skidding and it's like running on the spot because the floor is too slippery, can't get traction. That's Pud just running out the door.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna chase after Lord Frederick. Wait for me!
Oh, yes.
And as you all slowly make your way out, he just whispers, "Thank you for believing in, if not me, our goal." And he nods. You see a little glint in his eye. He shuts the door behind you. You sail for the next 6 hours. During that time, you rest, maintain the ships, prepare medical supplies, go about your normal jobs on the ship. Alright? As night starts to fall and it grows darker, the seas become heavier, more violent. You hear one of the swabbies call out, "It's getting a bit cold, don't you think? I should have packed some warmer clothes for this. I didn't think we'd be sailing at night. My mum said that it was always nice in this part of the world. Was she a liar?" And she looks over towards you, Pud. Do you reckon me mum was a liar saying that the weather's nice?
I don't know, maybe she just hasn't been up here.
Oh yeah, that's probably correct. Look, she's never left her town. And like her town, it's always sunny, and then at night time we just stay inside by the fire. And yeah, look, I don't know. Anyway, I've been told to turn out the lights. Do you reckon you could help?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Here, look, you do this. You come over to the lantern, and you just use your hand, and you just go, and Pud just puts his entire paw over the flame, and puts it out.
Oh, okay. Just looking at his hand. So I just put my hand in the fire.
Yep.
Should we have a Nova here to like be ready to fix my hand in case things go bad?
Nah, you'll be fine.
It's fine. Maybe I should do this.
No. He's got to learn. Let him do it. You've got plenty of experience. Let him do it. He's new, young blood. They've got to do the thing.
You're patching him up if he burns his hand.
All right.
Have you considered a glove?
He places his hand on it as you say that. The flame goes out, but for a moment, his whole body just tenses and he starts shaking. He flips his hand over and you can see there's a really big burn on it. He just clutches his hand. I'm gonna see in Nova. And just slowly walks away looking at his hand.
We have the glove. But you gotta stop doing this.
Fucking oh my god, the new bloods, where is he getting them from? These kids,
his
they've
hand's not
gotta
cold.
learn somehow. Look, it's just a prank, he'll be fine.
Jeez.
What he didn't see was me put a big old lick across the back of me paw before I did that. Or the front, rather. I know me insides and outsides are etched. Ugh.
So Nova, you have this young boy approach, clutching his hand.
Wood's been at it again, have they?
Ow.
Come
You
on.
hear this young
Bring it
girl's
over,
voice
have a look.
call out. Brother, what has she done to you? Did that pud hurt you as well? Oh, we can't listen to them. They're... And Nova, you recognize the young girl as one of the other crewmates who Pud did the exact same thing to just before you arrived in town the other night. This seems to be a running thing.
I swear, one day I'm going to get that cat and I'm going to just hold them over the side of the ship and watch them squiggle and squirm like a cat about to go into a bathtub until they promise not to do it. Come, just bring me your hand. Come on, bring it over here. Next time, don't take any instructions from Pud, okay? This is something that Pud likes to do to new people. I'm sure they'll get it out of their system one day. They just think it's funny. Don't take any mind to it. And I get one of the bandages and I go, come on, let's bring it up.
Holds his hand out
Very
for you.
fortunately, I've got some cool ice for this. So I start wrapping the bandage and I pop some cool ice on it to keep it cool.
He
and then
flinches and grimaces as you're doing this.
I know it hurts. And then I wrap it around and I go, now you're gonna keep this cool for the next 20 minutes, alright? That's gonna help make sure the wound sets. You're not to take the bandage off because otherwise it's gonna get infected. And tomorrow morning you're gonna come see me before we make port, wherever we're getting to tonight, you're gonna come see me. We're gonna redress the bandage before we go out off the ship, alright?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will.
Okay.
His sister looks towards you. So, who are the new people on the ship?
There's a couple of new people that we picked up at the tavern last night. As you guys are aware, we lost more crewmates recently, which means that we have jobs to fill. And while we were at the tavern the other night, Captain managed to pick up some more recruits. They seem nice enough. But
I saw the new little kobold and the scary one. They've got horns. I've never seen anyone like that.
And that's okay. We don't judge people for how they look. We have lots of weird and wonderful people Are we in Faerun still, technically?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we have lots of wonderful races in Faerun. You're going to come across a lot of different kinds of people. How long have you guys been on the ship with us now?
We've been on for about a year. Yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow, and we were picked up on my birthday.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna have a cake?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure that I can ask Jax, who's in the kitchen, and remind him that it's your birthday tomorrow, and we can see if we can organise something.
Maybe don't get Jax to make it. He doesn't know how to cook.
That is true. His omelets were rather interesting the other day.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. That looks really... But
Yeah.
I turn 11 tomorrow.
I know you're getting so big now. It's been such a long time since you've been with us. And you've been doing such a good job helping us out.
I hope we have a good party tomorrow.
I hope we do too. I'll have to talk to the kitchen and see if we can organise something special for you.
Well, I'll stay with my brother. I think I hear something happening just out there. And at that point, everyone hears Captain Trowbridge call out, "We found it!" And a bell starts ringing gently, just ting, ting, ting.
Okay, you guys know the drill. Stay below deck. You're not to come out until Captain Trowbridge comes back.
Okay, they both nod.
And then I head up with the others.
All right. So as you make it up, you see the rest of the party upstairs as well. And what you see is... Let me just angle this properly. Whoa! A big ol' island.
Cool.
All right.
Brand new information.
Yes. See this big old island. Hopefully everyone in stream can see that properly. I don't know if it's too dark. It's predominantly made out of stone rather than dirt. It almost looks like it's man-made out of fortifications with a bit of elemental magic to hide the fortifications. As the ship pulls in closer, they drop anchor, and the initial boarding crew send their way out. They release their little docking mechanisms, which reaches out to the shore, and they make a temporary campfire as well as get some of their resources off, such as ammunition, food, and the like. Trowbridge turns to you all. We've actually found it. After all these years. I can't believe it. We're here. And he hurriedly steps towards the island.
Can I take the time? I mean, I'm not that close, just to scan for any obvious traps or anything.
Go for it. Make an investigation or perception.
Or let's go with perception. That's a 17.
Heck yes.
Very nice. So even though it is dark, you can still make out some very prominent shapes that are just up on some of the hills and cliff faces of this island. You can see cannons aimed directly at the ship. But you don't notice anyone near the cannons.
I'm just gonna softly-ish, as much as possible, yell out, "Captain, you might want to take it slow," and point up to the cannons.
He sort of just waves his hand. Not to worry, not to worry. We'll be fine. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And you notice that he didn't really look up at the cannons. He's just so focused on getting onto this island.
Captain, you know how I like to make kabooms with big, large cannons? There's several currently pointed at you that I didn't put there. So they're not going to be safe. Safe. They're not going to be as safe as mine usually aren't.
He stops for a second, pulls out his spyglass, and looks up at one of the positions that V was pointing at. There doesn't seem to be anyone there. I don't think we should... Are we really that worried about it?
I would say...
Considering I can make cannons that don't require people to be there sometimes, yes.
Also, just to add to the immersion, I've got my spyglass out. Look, you're that worried we can send a scouting party up there. But there's no one there. They're unmanned. But look, your point remains, Roderick. But I just want to get inside this cave. And at that point, you can see just up ahead there is a cave entrance.
Well, if you feel that someone that's paranoid enough to leave an island off a map is not paranoid enough to track the place, I suppose we can just stroll on in. That isn't technically the worst idea I've ever heard.
Look, I'm the smallest and the most light-footed. I'll go ahead first and I'll see if anything triggers or anything. I've got pretty good stealth. I am a natural. Thank you, Tabaxi Heritage. Look, I'll just go a little forward and I'll call you forward if everything's all clear. Cat,
So-
you happy with that?
And worst comes to worst, you get karma for what you did to those kids earlier.
Look, they gotta learn, Noom. They gotta learn.
So were you
babies,
planning to head towards the caves, or were you heading up towards the canyons?
Is there an obvious two paths?
Oh, like there's an obvious path up towards the canyons, and there's an obvious path into the caves. So it's just whichever you'd prefer to go look at.
I will go towards the cannons and make sure they are actually unmanned / deactivated if they're automated.
All right. So you start making your way up. And you get about halfway when the rest of the crew has made their way off the ship, like the rest of the just basic crewmates. And they're all sitting around the fire, preparing themselves. All right. What are the rest of you doing during that time when Putty's going to investigate the cannon?
I'd like to investigate at least the. So how close are we to the mouth of the cave?
Very.
All right. Can I investigate at least the mouth of the cave and what I can see with just? Do I have dark vision? I can't remember. I think I do. Yeah. What I can just see in front of me.
Are you lighting a torch or anything, or just heading on up?
Oh, I do have dark vision. Hell yeah.
Do something if you didn't, sir.
I'm going to take a torch from the fireplace and stand at the entrance and just look in from what I can see with the torchlight and with my dark vision, and do a perception check to see if I can, again, if there's anything just in the immediate vicinity that looks trapped, sus.
All right. So as you're making your way to the main entrance, you do notice that there is an entrance over on the left and a sort of fenced, gated off area on the right of the main entrance. All right. You continue forward and you look just inside. And as you look inside, all right, you don't notice anything that jumps out immediately as a trap. It all looks pretty safe and secure. Just looks like an empty, abandoned cave.
Hang on. So where's this fenced off area? I'm looking
Just
at
over
your
here.
map. Okay.
And then the other entrance is just here.
Can I do the same with the fenced off area to see if I can see through it?
Sure thing. So as you get there, all right, you can see straight through, and inside there you can see some hay bales that have been slowly rotted away because of moisture getting to them. You can see the skeletal remains of some livestock that used to be held in here. So you can see skeletal remains of cows, chickens, pigs, etc.
Right. Okay. I'm going to come back and I'm going to let the others know what I've seen. Because I want to explain that one of these entrances, again, looks like just an abandoned cave. The other one, which has the fenced off area, that cows wouldn't just be in a cave just because with chickens. If my adventuring senses are tingling, that tells me that that's where people have been. And that tells me that it might be an idea to go through that entrance. If we're looking for treasure, which people would have buried, go to the entrance where the people have probably come from.
Just one thing. If the livestock livestock is alive, would that not indicate that
The livestock is all very dead.
It's all very dead? Okay.
Yes,
Do
skeletal
we know-
remains.
So skeletal remains. They've been dead for a long time, so
Yes.
we don't know what's killed them.
No.
Yeah, but it's food for thought there. On at least that was an entrance that at one point had living things, and
Counterpoint an argument. If you wanted to hide something, wouldn't it make sense to not hide it where the evidence of you being has been?
true.
Good, I'm glad that made sense, because I said it and then it didn't make much sense to me.
At
But I'm
this
glad
point,
it did make sense.
would you have made it up to the cannon placements and you've investigated? You can see that the cannons are well and truly loaded and ready to be fired. However, they have not been touched in what you'd assume is about 30 years. They've been there for quite some time. Bit of rust
I've
setting in.
Yeah, the gunpowder is non-existent or far too soggy to actually...
It's very soggy.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything. All right. Pud, for good measure, just gives this one a bit of a kick.
You just give it a kick?
Just go...
Could you just roll a d20 for me and let me know?
Oh no! Oh no!
I'd like to point out this is not my fault.
A 14.
14.
Yeah.
So as you kick it, you get a good kick into it, and you hear a little noise. And for a few moments, nothing else happens. It seems like it's fine. And then suddenly the entire thing falls apart, and the metal part of the cannon just rolls off the edge and thuds straight down into the sand. Just down here in front of the little livestock area.
Pud calls out down the hill. Yeah, they're broke. I think we're good.
Can I
I'm
just
going to run over to the cannon, to the thing that's just fallen, and inspect it to see if it's been cracked. And, like, if it's still, like, workable.
Can I look up at Pud and just give them the finger?
Mm-hmm.
They're nearly dropping a cannon on me.
All right. So
Did you see what they just did? They nearly dropped a whole husk.
I saw what they did. They gave us a new cannon.
You're welcome.
Well,
as you run over and start to investigate that, Trowbridge approaches Saxon, V, and Chippy. So, are you excited to head on in? Chippy, you seem very eager.
I've got this. I'll go.
Well, make haste. Let's venture, shall we? You can see he's got this big grin. He's very eager. V, Saxon, are you ready?
right behind you, Captain. Right behind you. So, if I say stop with a sense of urgency, maybe do that. Just sometimes I have an eye for things.
All right, understood. He slaps Saxon on the shoulder. Are you ready?
Aye, Captain. Carry on.
All right. Now, Toby, if you wanted to roll an investigation on the cannon, you can.
A 10.
A 10. Yes, the cannon is made of cannon. So as you inspect the cannon, you can see just behind the cannonball, the gunpowder is just this slushy muck of wet powder. It's not usable. It's also been there for a very, very long time. The cannonball itself is rusted and starting to decay. There are cracks from just weather and wear all along the cannon. The little bits of wood that are still attached to it are all rotted and splintered, and it's not very salvageable. But if you did
You
want to
say that.
take it with you, you can certainly drag it back.
Oh, I'm not going to drag it. That's what I got powder monkeys for. That's what others for. Their job.
Well, I'm the powder monkey, aren't I?
Yeah, but you're coming in the cave. You don't get a choice in that. What others for? I'm going to yell at some of the crew. At some point, I'd like this on the ship.
This
reasons.
This woman calls out. You can see she's covered, like her hands and arms, face, everywhere's covered in black powder and soot. Oh, all right. Yeah, we'll get that one over there, Roderick. Yeah, not too long. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be very usable, but knowing you'll probably make something out of it. It might probably blow up our ship and kill us, but you'll certainly make it. I trust you'll make something out of it.
Yeah, I can fix it. It's fine. Don't worry, I can fix it.
I don't trust you, but I'll get it for you. And she motions to a few of the other powder monkeys, and they slowly make their way over to retrieve it.
No rush, though. I don't know how long we're going to be in them caves.
All right. So, Pud, do you make your way back down, or are you just going to vibe?
Yeah, I'd sort of scramble down.
All right.
End up next to Roderick here.
Oh my god, I nearly dropped you in the ocean.
I can't swim.
All right.
Then you see.
So,
Yes.
you'll start making your way towards the entrance. Are you heading through the main entrance, or are you heading through the side entrance?
Wherever the captain's going.
The captain is going to
Yeah,
head
captain is-
straight on into the main entrance. He's
Okay.
going on in.
Does the captain have a torch?
The captain doesn't have a model right now.
That's fine, but does the captain have a torch?
Yes, he does.
Alright, never mind then.
How many of us have dark vision?
Yeah, I do.
Considering we're about to go into a dark place.
I can also get us a little bit of light if needed through rocks. Not explosive rocks, I promise.
I thought you were about to say using TNT, and I was about to say TNT are not good candles. We have learnt from that.
They make great candles.
And even better fireworks.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. They make the best candy.
All right. So,
Watching that, like watching you lower the level and watching the mountain just fade away looks so cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I love this program. All right, so Captain Trowbridge is leading the way in. He steps to the precipice there and turns back. I feel like I should say something, but I don't know what to say. I thank you for coming on this journey with me. We're gonna be rich.
I'm gonna slap him on the back and go, "Don't thank us yet, mate. We still haven't found it, but we will."
You're right. You're right. He just shakes himself, adjusts his hat, holds his torch out forward. All right. Now, can I please just get the marching order? Who is following directly behind him?
I will step forward, and just for the record, as we're going through, can I just stay vigilant for traps, particularly as we're passing through like main sort of passageways or like.
Yep.
And on that note, just in case you miss them, I'm going to be right behind you because I've got reasonable. Passive. No, not reasonable. It's a 12. Oh no, I've got 16 for insight. That's not terrible.
You can tell if the
so
traps
I've
are
got
lying.
reasonable as well, and I can heal you in case anything happens.
All right. Who's following after that?
I will. But to the side, not all straight.
So you want to like follow along closer to the left side or right side?
Yeah, left side will do.
Left side?
Don't
All right.
stay in a group. That's how we die.
Hold on, just let me measure the AoE damage now.
Can I be
Hey, I haven't lit any
front-
barrels
in
yet.
front of the captain?
You want to be in front of the captain?
Yeah, like as in like a forward scout.
Yeah. All right. And then we just have Roderick and Chippy.
I
I'll
will.
I'll be
gonna
next to
bring up the rear.
Roderick.
You
Okay.
go in front. I'll bring
Okay.
up the rear.
This looks like a conga line of death right now.
And now they're all in perfect range of my blunderbuss.
Oh no.
It was me. I'm the betrayer.
I cast Thunder Wave.
Don't tempt me. I could.
Alright. Hood, are you lighting a torch or are you just focusing on dark vision?
I'll use my dark vision.
Alright. So.
I think we have enough torches lit currently.
Oh my
I can give
gosh,
you a
where
rock.
did you go?
I don't
I just
know,
lost
rock.
wood.
He's
I'm
a light
I'm
up
on the
rock.
hill.
He's a magic rock.
Here I
You're just
am.
a little fella.
Wood. Alright. Oh my god, why does it keep doing that? Lock.
Oh, I think it's because the model you're grabbing originally.
Yeah, they
in it.
were moving above it. They've updated the program. I'm sorry. Alright. So you all start making your way in. And as you do that, alright, you notice that obviously this is a rather winding cave system. But immediately you notice that there are some man-made structures just ahead. Okay? You don't notice any traps yet. Alright.
Investigate
Alright.
the
So
crate and the stairs and the general area.
you all just following in along the same?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you all make your way within the precipice, and as the last of you makes it in, you suddenly feel as though you're being watched. Alright, you feel eyes on you. You feel almost like a cool breath resting on the back of your neck.
I know Nova's here. Of course I do. Can't get away with anything.
Does anyone have, and I don't remember the name of the spell, I want to say it's called Detect Presence, but I'm probably thinking of the wrong one where it's like detecting like ghosts and things, or like.
I don't believe anyone has it.
abilities.
Are you talking about Detect Good and Evil?
Hey, that's the one.
I don't believe anyone has that, no.
I can protect us from it, but I can't look out.
I would like to do a Arcana check to if the vibes are going off, to see if
Vibe.
Alright.
Do an Arcana vibe check to see
for
if
it.
this like weird presence is. All right, what dice am I rolling again?
D20? Yep.
Lovely. 11.
An 11. Alright, you certainly notice that there is something around. You've got no idea what. But the presence is
Magic, yay, magic.
strong. No magic. But you do notice a presence. That's all I'm going to say there.
Hood's hair is definitely doing the whole standing up, and he is uneasy.
So,
If anyone's got sneak and wants to do sneak attacks, now's the time to hide.
sneak attacks on the party. No. So, Hood, you said you wanted to investigate up here, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as you get closer towards these stairs, you see there was a lantern that had been burnt out for quite some time. It suddenly flickers on with a blue flame. Just ignore that it's orange. It is blue.
Sorry. He jumps back slightly.
Wasn't me.
Y'all saw that, right?
Everyone else can see that.
Is that the same kind of blue flames that I saw down in the? Okay. Nice. Not sus at all.
Captain Trowbridge, onwards! Let's make haste! And he rushes towards the stairs.
You're not okay,
As he steps on these stairs, make a dexterity saving throw. V, however, you get advantage on this, for you were prepared. Everyone except for Pud. Sorry.
17.
I rolled really well.
Peach, if you
So did
need
I.
help with this, let us know.
Oh, I
10.
don't have a die.
Oh,
You
so
have
if you're on
D20?
D&D Beyond, you can
Oh.
usually just click and it will do it for you.
Yeah, if you just click
That
on your
helps.
dexterity stat with the modifier, it'll roll dice for you.
And remember to add or minus your modifier. So if it says +1, -1, or whatever. So I just rolled a 16, but then I have +1, so it's 17.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 2, so I rolled a 22.
All
You
right.
rolled ninja skills.
I also rolled a 22, but I didn't roll a nat 20.
Look, that's right.
So
Pud
the person
didn't
that
need
had
you.
I know.
the person with advantage rolled 10,
No!
Oh, no.
which is better than 4.
Look,
But, yeah.
true. Was it a flat 10 or?
No, it was an 8 plus 2.
Oh no! Oh no! Not like this.
But
All
yes,
right.
I'm the one that has all the decks.
So Chippy, what
I
did you roll?
I've got a 15.
15. Okay, so who got under a 10? Like a 10 or under? Just V?
Yeah.
So V, you're leading the pack here, and just as Captain Trowbridge runs off, you immediately notice that one of the stones in the steps is out of place. And as he steps on it, you hear that distinct click. There is a rumble, and suddenly rocks drop from a net just above you. All right, just out of sight. It's almost like the rocks and net materialize and then drop.
Shit.
Everyone in the party jumps out of the way. Except for you. Who gets pinned.
Oh, no.
I knew my dice would betray me.
And
Do you
you
have a dice
take...
jail?
I do.
Send them to dice jail. That's just cruel.
You take a total of 12 damage.
Ooh.
Alright, and you are currently pinned under these rocks.
Thank goodness we're not level 1.
The captain turns around. Oh my god, V! Are you okay?
Just a little bowled over right now. It's fine. Yeah. A little help. Anyone? This is not comfy.
On the way.
Can I use the help action to unpin them?
You can use help to... Well, you don't really need to. You're not in combat. So just make a strength check. And it's going to be a combined skill check for whoever wants to join in. You've just got to beat a certain number. So
Can
who
I
is
also
who is
obviously try
helping?
push?
You can,
Yeah.
but you
I was
have
about to say-
disadvantage, V.
Because I was about to say, my strength is not great by myself, so if anyone else can help unpin V, that would be great.
I will help.
Oh, nat 20!
Let's go! Disadvantage though, so re-roll it. Oh no.
The flat. You said?
What was that, Rodrigo?
You said flat strength?
Yeah.
That's a good old 4.
Okay, so 4.
15.
17.
Alright, 17, 15. Yep.
I'm not strong.
I rolled a 15 as well, and that's flat because I don't have.
All right.
Mine's 10.
Peach, Relenthea, were you helping?
Can I roll
Mhm.
to throw the book? And if the book destroys.
See if it destroys a rock. Sure thing.
Yes, I love it.
Alright.
That's
I might
using
need
your
help.
noggin.
What did you say to take away on the dice?
Take away.
You,
No, so roll your D20. So roll to hit with adding your dexterity modifier.
17 plus 0.
Alright. So 17, you well and truly hit the rock. Now roll damage, which is 1d4. I love that V.
V, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You're an actual dice
Your
trail.
dice have been so cruel to you.
Wait,
You
I
poor
roll
thing.
again.
All right, so now roll 1d4. It's a little
Yep.
like pyramid one. Yep.
3,
And then
1, 3,
plus
4.
your dex mod to that.
My dex is 0 still.
Okay, 0 still. Okay, cool. So what did you roll? Sorry, what was the number?
3.
3. Okay, so as you throw it, it hits one of the smaller rocks, and that rock immediately just cracks, and the book appears back in your hand.
Oh, you were
That's
so good
very
to use
useful to
that in
know.
battle. That is going to
But
be so good.
everyone
You've got a
else-
converting weapon. That's amazing.
With some effort, you are able to clear the rocks that fell onto V. However, V, you do notice that your left leg is quite injured and you are walking with a limp now.
Oh, bollocks to that. I cast Healing Word. We're not doing this too early, Frax. No, thank you.
All right,
No,
healing
thank
word, go for it.
No, thank you. I cast Healing Word. That uses one of my spell slots. That's
Mhm.
1d4 plus 3. Thank you very much. Hang on, as I fumble it. We're not crippling someone this early in the game. 4 plus
to me
3,
4.
you get healed for 7 points. Does that decripple V?
It does.
Thank you. Continue.
I mean, I was going to brush myself off, but that was very nice. Thank you, Anova.
I take my job very seriously. I don't like it when my
Because you
when
knew.
my-
Drawbridge calls out, and this is why we hired you, Anova. I knew it would come in handy. And he continues to walk up the stairs.
Captain, can you just slow down on those stairs?
He gets to the top, at which point he turns around. Look, all right, I'll wait for you. I'm just a bit eager. I'm just a bit excited.
Everyone else just give him a bit of a wide berth, so if he sets more traps, we don't get caught in the crossfire.
He was all the way across the other side of the room. We
Maybe
did
we
give him
should
a
have
wide
him
berth, and
closer.
we are the ones that got hit. Well, only one of us
Just
got
goes
hit,
and
but we
stands
nearly got hit.
directly underneath his feet.
Do you have any more stupid decisions to make so I can get out of the blast radius?
All right, so sorry, Pud, were you trying to get under the captain's feet?
Yes, directly under his feet.
There you go.
Thanks.
You're there. All right. Now, what are the rest of you doing? Are you just following the captain?
Following up, but avoiding.
All right. So, Hood, as you made your way up there, you can see the path splits. To the right, there is what you would assume is the area in which the skeletons of the animals is. And over to the left, you do see a large, open, cavernous room full of crates. You notice gold, paintings. You notice quite a lot of riches in there. All right. It's up to you if you pass that information on.
Me? Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm a little space. Guys, I think we found it. First of all, you might want to hurry, and second of all, I can't hold the captain back myself.
Listen, the captain's playing a game of play stupid games, win stupid prizes at the moment, and if you've travelled with him long enough, you just let him run off, patch up his wounds when he gets back.
Hang on, we're the
Working
ones
like
that are
a
getting the
hero.
stupid prizes, though, so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to the left. If you catch up, you catch up. I'm gonna try my best to make sure he doesn't get bloody hurt, and I'll try and step in front and check again for other mislodged stones or sticks or
Captains.
anything out of place.
Just other
that shouldn't
captains.
be.
Mislodged captains.
Oh no, I stepped in a captain. So you see just in here, there are quite a few barrels. You don't see any more traps, and you can see that it leads around to the right. You can see there's trails of coins. There's fine rugs stacked in barrels. paintings that had been rolled up and tied with string shoved in these barrels as well. You can see this is potentially the big treasure that has always been spoken about in legend, Montgomery Flynt's treasure.
My Skyrim senses are tingling and telling me that this is not indeed the treasure.
Oh, good, it wasn't.
A new
just me
hand
then.
touches the beacon.
Of the barrels sealed?
Are any of them
And
sealed?
or got labels on them? Yes.
No, none of them have labels. There are quite a few that are open and there are quite a few that are sealed. It's just a mixed bag.
They haven't invented Dymo labelers yet. Dang it.
All right, the captain motions to the rest of you. Hurry up and get up here.
Yeah, come on, Captain.
Mind
the way.
step.
Yeah,
So-
why that?
V, we might need to use your eyes and ears again, just to make sure that this isn't indeed.
I'm gonna like passively be aware of traps. When I get up to where Put is, can I consciously cast? This might be a waste, but I don't know that I trust that there's no traps there. And cast find traps, please.
All right. So as you do that, you see as there's this thin tripwire, all right, running between the barrels on the right to that one on the left, all right? And it sort of glows, just faintly, with this blue dust-like glow. Besides that, that's all you notice.
Right, who's got a
Well-
trap disarm kit?
I mean,
Oh, that'd be me.
Peach, do you want to throw your book at it?
I
Sure.
have thieves' tools.
I'm
I
joking.
just-
No,
I-
don't do that.
Hold on, Chippy, do you throw it? Do you throw it?
Whoa!
I want to throw it. I want to get rid of it. I'll throw it
Right.
at anything.
I'd like to not be anywhere near where there's potentially explosive barrels unless I
Happy
place-
DM noises.
yeah, as I say, as I see Chippy's arm go up, I bolt out of that as far as I can in that reaction
Guys,
time.
what are you doing? Where are you going?
Chippy. As a lover of things that go kaboom, most of the time you use barrels very similar looking to these. I don't want to be anywhere near that if this goes kaboom. I generally like being far away when the kabooms go off.
Alright, I'll put the book back.
Spins book sheets.
Sometimes you gotta love things from a distance.
So did you notice anything? There's, and he pushes his way to the front. I do believe we found it. And as he says that, he goes to just full-heartedly step
Okay, did you
straight
just
down.
cut out for anyone else?
Yep.
Have I cut out?
Yeah, I've gone doubled as well.
I
Am
thought
I
that
there?
was just my headphones.
Yeah,
Can you
no,
hear me?
You went,
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, you're
Discord
cutting in and
doesn't
out,
like me sometimes. Oh no, Australian internet be striking during a D&D session? Not like this. Hold on, rolls for internet connection. All right. So, he pushes in front of you, and full-heartedly, with a very eager look upon his face, he goes to step straight down.
Pud grabs him. Grabs like the back of his cloak or pants or whatever.
As there's a tug on the back of his coat, he stops for a second and turns to you. Is everything all right, Pud?
Boss, I wouldn't. Just
There,
give us a sec, all right? Look, we know you're excited. We know you're keen. We promise we'll get there, but we want to get there in one piece. Pretty please. Just give us a sec. Some of us have seen things that you can't, and you've just got to be careful.
want to get there in one Peach. Hey, Peach.
Look, all right. Well, if I can't go first, who's going to go first?
I mean, I can spot a trap, and there's a tripwire right there if anyone else can spot it. But I really don't have anything on me to disarm a trap. I can give it a whirl, but
Yeah. Send the artificer. I'll go. deal with the...
Look, Roderick,
Gravity
you
trap.
got what you do, right? We got
I
your
am.
back.
I'm sure I know. I'm aware.
All right,
A lot of
so
crap.
Roderick, you make your way down.
I'll go with Roderick just to assist and bring an eye to things he may not be able to see.
All right.
Good idea.
So as you get down, all right, you can both clearly see that there is a tripwire running between these barrels. Now, Roderick, you immediately smell, okay, a mixture of saltpeter and the stereotypical concoction for a rather large bomb.
See, this is why we don't throw things at the tripwires while I haven't set them up.
All right.
It's...
If you would like to make a dexterity check for me. Go for
With
it.
advantage because of
With
an
advantage?
assist.
Yes, go for it.
Thought you were going to say dexterity
I-
saving throw just
No,
then. and
no,
I was
no.
like,
I'm like, I haven't
Panic.
touched anything. I have not touched a thing. Just
But
flat
again-
dexterity.
Yeah. Plus proficiency because you're proficient in this kit.
That is a 9. Because I
Alright.
rolled a 4.
With help. So
Yeah, no, I rolled. Yeah, no,
that
no.
was.
I rolled a 5 on one dice and a 4 on another.
Oh no.
these evil dice are
I
rubbing
rolled
off
a
on you.
9.
All right. Look.
Yeah.
Next session, if there is one, new dice.
Look,
So-
we can't blame them too much. I am using the Cthulhu themed dice.
Very fair. So
Cthulhu
you
give it,
quickly
Cthulhu
lay out your
take
kit.
away.
You take out the tools needed, a pair of pliers, some little snips. You hold it tight and taut so that way it doesn't lose pressure. And you know that you need to cut it, but you also know that you may need another pair of hands to keep it tight as that rope is cut. Alright, if you'd like to communicate that.
It is. Well, I need you to keep the rope tight while I cut it. Otherwise, it will no longer be our problem.
Right. Good.
So either this is going to be our problem or it will no longer be our problem.
Got it. Well, just in case, lovely knowing you, and I hold it as tight as possible.
All right. So, on the count of 3, can I please get both of you to make a dexterity throw?
Saving throw?
Okay?
No, just a dexterity.
Just next. Alright.
Yep, and Toby with proficiency.
Toby with proficiency. Alright. I'm ready whenever we get to do it.
I'm ready, I've thrown it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, cut. What did you roll?
14.
Oh no, Toby.
Oh,
I said nat 1 plus 4, so I rolled a 5.
No, you rolled a nat 1.
No, you rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1. Cthulhu giveth and a Cthulhu taketh away.
So,
Cthulhu went.
can we get like some new dice, please? Someone from stage left, just bring in some dice. Oh, no.
Okay.
Right, so how many of us
So-
are taken out in the
So
class?
which ones am I using?
As the rest of the party see this go, Roderick, cut it. V holds their side of the string perfectly taut. Roderick fumbles slightly and lets
Bad.
go.
Ad break.
We'll wait 9 seconds. Almost there.
Wait for
Hey,
it.
welcome back. Previously on Dungeons and Dragons, Lord Roderick caused a TPK. No. So
Perfect. There are
it
no
slides just
characters.
out of your hands. All right. But with just enough time, V is able to reach over and grab a hold of it, pulling it taut. V, you're now
MVP.
between both of these ends of this string, and you need to somehow place them both down very gently, maintaining tension.
No pressure. Now, if you let go, we die.
But no pressure, right?
Absolutely no pressure. Just keep a lot of pressure on those ropes.
This is such a great first day on the job. I'm so glad to be here with you all.
Welcome with sailing with the captain. This must be your first day.
Can I do guidance?
Go for it.
All right. Guidance bonus cantrip. Concentration for up to 1 minute. Target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an ability check of their choice. So here is a magic extra d4 for you, just in case.
I love how no one's offering to go down and like hold one to help everyone. It's just I'm staying back here. V, if you would like to do this solo, okay, make a dexterity throw with disadvantage with that d4.
Okay. Roderick,
Yep.
Have you ever heard of a philosophy called utilitarianism?
No.
Maybe go back to the rest of the party and maybe get the party to go around the corner or out the front. Maybe on the ship. Who knows? How big would you say this boom is going to be? If just on the off chance I do fail this.
Well, judging from my sense of smell and the size of this cabin, yes.
Good. Right. Good. Best it be one of us than two, I think.
No, because I'm going to get blamed for this, and I'd rather not be around for that.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Roderick, you can offer help if you would like.
I was about to. I'm like, I can help if you like. Like now that the cut's done, I got free hands.
If you are brave enough.
Yeah. I don't want. I like kabooms. I don't like being in the middle of them. But yes.
Well, that was a 19.
Oh.
So that was a 19. So that's a 19 plus do I get plus dex plus 2? That's a 21.
Did you add the d4 as well?
Plus a d4.
Oh, plus a d4.
Yep.
Oh, why am I worried? Plus another 2. 23. That's fine. Hopefully, maybe, possibly.
If that doesn't work, I'm going to throw hands.
If that, as I said, if that doesn't work, it's no longer a me problem.
You don't need to roll. You have succeeded, but give us some flavor about how you did it.
Legend.
How we did? All right.
Yeah. So V, lead the way. With some Roderick.
Very carefully, tight. Just gently lower it to the ground.
I do like the lowest curtsy you've ever seen someone do, and then just sort of move my hands to the ground as I do that.
That was amazing. I've never seen anyone move like that.
I've never been so grateful for being a shoe kisser in my entire life. The one thing I have nobles to thank for. Well, to be fair, how many people have done a curtsy to you? Though you are a lord, I do forget this.
See, exactly.
Well.
Yep. I'm not going to be the delegate. I'm just tight and then just thunk. Gently thunking it to the ground.
All right. Drawbridge calls out, "See, that's why I bring you all along. You know what to do. Everything's fine." And he steps down just behind the two of you. Taps you both on the shoulders.
Lean over to Beach. We keep that between ourselves. Yep,
Right.
everything's fine, Captain.
Taps you both on the shoulders. Good job. Onwards then.
Just
I'd like to roll.
you need to be slow, please, Captain, because that was
insight on Toby's bluff of it's fine.
He's fine.
Go for it.
I'd like to think that with my dark vision, I would have seen the fumble and an effect.
Roll insight.
That will
Technically
be
not wrong.
pretty shit, actually.
The dice betray us.
He's legit. You don't notice anything.
I'm not wrong. Everything is now fine. I just
Where-
didn't say when the fine was.
Roderick and I, very capable. You're in good hands.
Yep,
Very
I believe you.
steady hands.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Vienna,
just
Captain, we need to slow down.
I'm gonna pat V
That
on the
was gonna be
shoulder and
very
go,
large.
"You did good." Roderick has a loose definition of the word "fine," but you did really well.
Oh, good.
We're still standing, aren't we?
For now.
We have all our limbs attached.
For now.
For now,
All right.
I haven't lost any.
As you all make your way further in, you can see there's a little room. There's a few big piles of crates and barrels and gold. You can see there's lots of treasures down here. For a second, if you want to see just the work that I put into this. Wow, how cool is that? But yes, so you can see this is the chamber. All right. Trowbridge follows the advice and slowly makes his way around just to here.
oh, finally,
All right.
following some advice, slowing down.
As you all make your way around the corner, it grows really cold very quickly. So cold that you can see your breath. And you begin to hear a voice. Just faintly off in the distance, you can't make out what it is, but it's clearly a masculine voice. Very raspy, has been damaged by sea air. All right. After a few moments, you see, as not that one, this spirit appears just in front of you. A very well-dressed spirit, holding a book in one hand. And they call out to you. What are you all doing here?
I turn to Chippy and go, "I think that's his grandpa."
Oh, wow, he sounds so old.
I'm sorry, I'm getting tired.
All right.
Dude. Captain, I hope you have a good answer.
Are you Captain Flynt? You see as this spirit, their skeletal features start to crack and get a bit of a smile, a cocky grin. That is my name. And who are you? Introduce yourselves. Motions to all of you.
Points at the captain first.
Yeah.
I'm Captain Trowbridge, but I do believe my mother was on your crew. You see as Captain Flynt's head starts to shift from side to side with this like crooked, almost glitchy movement. What? My mother, Meredith. And you see as all of the flames, even the ones on your torches, just shift out for a second, completely shift out, but then grow really big and bright. Meredith, that backstabbing swine. You come here and mention her name. How do you know her? As I said, she's my mother. She had a kid and sent her kid here to take what was mine. It wasn't enough that she got me murdered. She had to send her goddamn child to take her to finish her own job. She, the gutless coward, couldn't even do it for herself. And you bring, what are they? What are these? Your crew? Worthless. You bring them here, because you're a coward just like her. And you say your name's Trowbridge. Be honest. You're the new Captain Flynt, aren't you? And his cocky grin shifts into this absolute cowl of anger and hatred. His eyeless eye sockets, you can see abject hatred peering from them. You came here on a ship, didn't you? You won't be leaving on one. And after a few moments, you hear this loud splash and just boom noise. You hear the crew outside screaming frantically before there is a thud, thud, thud. You hear as water is being thrown from the ocean onto the shore. Do they have anything to do with your goal? Yours and your mother's goal? What do you have to say for yourselves? And he again motions to all of you. Speak!
Well, I don't know about your stinky breath, but no one insults my captain or my friends.
Oh, yep, let's throw insults. That's gonna... Yep, good. Well, I would just like to say that, we got told that you were this captain's, granddaddy. We're all probably a little bit confused right now. If you could find it in your heart to maybe, talk it through, there might be a misunderstanding.
Find it in my heart. The thing that was stabbed by my own flesh and blood. The thing that was taken by my own flesh and blood.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that we all have a lot of big feelings happening right now. And what I'm hearing is that you have not had your chance to hear your side of to tell your side of the story. So what I'd like to do now is
I think you have said enough.
Share your side of the story.
I'm gonna whisper to the group. Let me know if you want me to throw this book at him.
I'll let you know.
You gentle parenting the ghost. Betrayed by my own crew. I'm sure you've heard the stories. I'm sure you were, weren't you, Kobold?
No, actually. There's been much rumours and speculation about what happened.
Do you know what happens to those who come in here?
Literally nothing. We were told we were coming to an island.
I swore a curse. Is your captain, the one who brought you on this quest, not told you about the curse? I'm sure everyone knows about it by now.
He's mentioned it, yes.
He said that it might be cursed.
Well, it certainly is. Those who enter here to take what I have shall be cursed to die by the sea.
But we haven't taken anything. All we've done is had a nice conversation.
Why did you come here?
Because
Be honest, because I already know.
Because our captain told us to.
I heard what you were all saying as you entered. You're here for the gold.
That there was people here probably because there were dead oxen in the doorway? Yes. That our captain stood on a step and that we nearly got blown up? Yes.
We didn't nearly get blown up. I'd like to make that perfectly clear.
Well, look, we might have nearly got blown up if I hadn't grabbed the captain and stopped him from walking on that trip line that you all so very professionally handled.
Exactly.
Okay, what are the chances here of us just walking back out?
You can certainly try.
We're just
I don't
leaving.
think that's an option right now.
We saw you. We said hi. We found the very terrifying ghost man, who's Captain Montgomery Flynt, lovely to meet you. And we'll just...
So as you go to turn away, Trowbridge speaks up. My mother that you insult, I share a similar hatred for, not to the same level as you. But she abandoned me. Abandoned me as a young child. For nothing except for her own glory. She has no care for anyone. And it's clear to see the same care she had for her own father, she doesn't have for her own son. What say we help you seek your revenge? What if we were to rid the land of those who wronged you? At least then you can rest easy. Your spirit can move on. I know we're not going to make it out of here, you won't let us, but what if I can cut a deal, pirate to pirate, captain to captain? You see as Captain Flynt relaxes a little bit. I reckon we can do that. But, my life was taken for a deal with a witch. So I will need to take life to ensure this bargain is met. And if your crew can rid the world of my old crew, those backstabbing bastards, you'll have your captain back and you can all go on your way with my gold and more. You'll be the heroes that found Captain Flynt's treasure. What say that?
Does it have to be Captain Flynt that you hold? Yeah? Oh.
If you're putting yourself up as an option.
What say you, Captain? This has been your dream the whole time, and it is my duty to keep this crew safe. And I take that very seriously.
He cautiously turns to you with his back to the original Captain Flynt. I would rather sacrifice myself than any of you, as have said this entire time. I do not wish for any of you to perish. I will happily put my life down to see that you make it out. I've found the treasure. I've achieved my goal. But I know that he won't let you leave unless I do this.
As far as I can tell, you haven't sacrificed anything yet. You have a legacy to stay here and better understand, and we have a legacy of yours to go and secure. And I turn to Flynt. As far as I'm concerned, that sounds like an alright deal to me.
Bit those names, sister.
Trowbridge turns around.
Get names and rough locations.
Trowbridge turns around and nods. And in that moment, Captain Flynt waves his hand, and you see as the spirit of Trowbridge is pulled from his body and disappears into a little goblet just beside him. Alright. Trowbridge falls down to the ground with a thud. The names you seek. Meredith Flynt, my daughter. She was the first mate of my crew. James Drowner Ensworth. Og Gutripper Stone. Grimtooth, my god-forsaken quartermaster. Meant to be my best friend. And Louisa Cutthroat Kennedy. Find them, take their lives, and everything here will be yours. But you have 3 months, and if you don't make it back in time, you shall all meet a fate by the sea.
How long have we got?
3 months. Has someone got a
Ooh.
really good, sand timer or something? Because I'm not good at keeping track of time.
I'm sure I can rig something up.
Thank you.
How many sun-ups and sundowns is that?
90.
He just turns his
I
head.
can't count that high.
Now be gone. By the way, you'll need a new crew. And he disappears. At that same point, all the thudding and screaming outside ceases. All right.
Well, hopefully we don't need a new ship. And I'm going to start walking back out to see if we still have a ship or if the screams are dead because the ship is dead.
Yep, same here. And I'm gonna do the my cabbages instead it's the my oranges.
All right. Are you all making your way out?
Yep.
Alright, so as you all make your way outside, you can see the ship is in absolute ruins. There is a singular rowboat still intact, but besides that, it's all in ruins. You can gather enough food and resources to make it to the nearest island, all right, where there is a small town, but it will take quite a long time to row there. You see your crew strewn across the ground, some floating in the ocean. And Inova, you immediately notice the two young children that you helped. The young girl looks up at you. Guess we're not making it to my birthday. Can you have a cake for me? And then she drops. And that's all in the session.
How dare you?
Gosh. Well, that's the end of session 1 of The Curse of Captain Montgomery Flynt. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, everyone in chat.